Welcome to what many call the original Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, where the crowd is rocking in anticipation of the showdown we have in store. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the UTEP Miners, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Miners will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. So Clemson's offense is on the field for the first time today. And here comes the talented freshman. A huge spot for him. There might be a bit of a learning curve here, guys.
No doubt, being so young, he just has to be able to handle his emotion. He's got a lot of talent, David. He just has to keep it all under control.
Man, keep it under control. Realize it's one play at a time. Don't try to do too much, but he's got the talent, and now he's going to have to earn the respect of everybody around him.
Dropping back, it's Everett. He's going to run it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Fires to the right. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Hawk. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers are rolling down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Oh, he gave him the limp leg. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. That's exactly what this guy embodies. But right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Scanning the field, it's Everett. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold it, open.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw on second down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got it in the middle. It's Hawk. Snowed under by the defense.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense. You're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, first drive of the year, the juices are flowing, you march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the UTEP Miners offense will go to work for the first time today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Back to throw, it's Strong. Finds his tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Miners will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Speeding down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. SMU made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms that there is something special brewing with these Mustangs. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Firing to the right, complete.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Gives it to the back on the draw. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Miners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Hawk. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
Yeah, and you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the catch. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Well, the defense needs to find a way to slow this guy down. We're only in the first quarter, and already this guy has over 100 yards receiving. They have got to find an answer for him.
Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Clemson! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He leaves it with his back. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. 1st and 10 coming up. He's going to pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
They'll try to pop the draw. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. And the Miners are moving quickly down the field. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This offense has a 2nd down play. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Quick completion on the out route. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure... Same call. The Miners will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Dances away from the D.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the 1st down.
It's complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Oh, the quick spin move. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Miners. Well, well, well. Somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14.
Holding. Receive the team.
The officials offer. Coach accepts it, they will take the penalty. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. From the gun, running back on the move. Gets it across the 10 to pick up a 5 and out of trouble to the 12.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll throw it on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got it. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you could tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushing towards his right. And then the defense caught up, played great D, and got him on the ground.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Back to throw, it's Everett. Gets it out fast. At the 35, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And the runner is down, and so is the flag.
Holding.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wants to go up top. Working the middle, it's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Gets it out quickly. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They keep attacking through the air. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground.
You know, and I think they were a nickel package right there, and I like that because you bring an extra DB on the field. Now is that guy covering, but you can also blitz with him. He can chase down the quarterback and force fourth downs. I love when they bring in the nickel package.
Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Well, jet sweep pass. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Coming out with it, it's Smith. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. He wants to throw. Quickly complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. To throw, it's Strong. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on second down. Catch inside the 25. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+. And the Miners will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, he'll let it fly. Makes the catch, and he will score! Touchdown, UTEP!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Going up top on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Clemson.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One
play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too. You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Looking to throw. It's strong. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Pirouettes through. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Miners line up to punt it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They're setting up the screen. Oh, sick, nasty move, and he's loose. He's loose. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And the stomping has commenced.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here. They take their first drive in the 3rd quarter, march it down the field and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. USC is down right now, but this lead is not insurmountable. This is a program that's produced Keyshawn Johnson and Lynn Swan, so big playmaking is always a possibility. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Army. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
I love the play call on defense. You got the offense backed up. How can you create a safety? How can you bring pressure? How can you get someone home to the QB and try to get those 2 points up on the scoreboard? They almost got it, bringing the QB down at the 1-yard line.
Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. Give to the running back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Miners will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Everett. He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it! Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game 1 going exactly how they scripted it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Offense set on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Quick completion on the out.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand this, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Looking left. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The Miners will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Miners will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. On the return, it's Hawk. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. The completion short of the sticks, it's 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Oh, how did you make that move? All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And a great job on the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to pass. It's Everett. Going downfield for the big play. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. And the route is on. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
He looks that one in nicely. Got room at the 35. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Time to take a shot. He's got it down the right side. Touchdown, UTEP! And they take it in for 6 more points.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Everett. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
It really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
That is just... Run defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
They'll run it to the right. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
He's up to 86 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
UTEP 21.
He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Wants to throw. It's Huff. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds incomplete. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30. It's 3rd and short. From the gun. Wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Miners send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Running it back. It's Hawk. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown. Put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. To the ground. He's got it again. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd down.
Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Unloads to the right. Got his man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Looking for a man. It's Everett. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Touchdown, Tigers! And the pummeling has started.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
21.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Got him downfield. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He's looking to throw it. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Got his man to the left. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. To the air, it's Huff. He wants a big play here late. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the 1st interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? Probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Grabs it inside the 15. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll return it. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Harris.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Dropping back, it's Huff. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. A clutch throw and catch from the quarterback and the receiver in the end zone for the touchdown.
And I tell you what, you want to get pressure on the quarterback in these situations. You drop so many guys back deep, but as a defender, you're not trying to catch the ball. You're trying to spike that thing as hard as you can into the ground. The defense has to do a better job, but the offense makes the big play, gets the huge Hail Mary.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer.